Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is part 2 of my Jonah Elliss film review. Really excited for this. Y'all be sure to let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And hopefully this time I'll have less brain foggy moments calling the left tackle, the right tackle, all those sorts of things. Appreciate y'all's patience as I've been traveling a little bit. But here for the second half, I got 5 different plays that I wanted to highlight about Jonah Elliss. And as I get going, be sure to like and subscribe as well. Loved hearing your thoughts on all this stuff. So again, Jonah Elliss, can he be that number 1 edge rusher for us? Probably not his rookie year, but I think there's potential for him to develop into that. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these plays here in the run defense, where I thought he did a really good job of shedding that initial block and then getting in there, staying active, helping bring down the runner as you saw there. Now that looked a little fast. Let's go ahead and rewind and walk through this a little bit more slowly. So you'll see again lined up against the left tackle. That's how you'll mainly see him. And snaps the ball. See the running a little stunt action with 0. And if you missed my part 1, I'll link it in there. But I think that he navigates off of these stunts or screens really well. And so I think that this is something that Vance Joseph and Sean Payton might kind of draw up for Jonah Elliss sometimes, is to run off of some of these stunts off of, for instance, Zach Allen or somebody like that. And I think he does have active hands. You've seen him have active hands in the pass rush. And this is a great example right here as we move on into this, is keeping his hands active against a guy that's much larger than him. This left guard, number 67. Look at this. He's the one who kind of initiates contact, swipes him over to the left side, keeps those arms active, played his leverage much better than 67 did. You see 67 is much off balance, and Jonah Elliss there is driving towards the point of attack. And then I like to see him get in on that action for like half a tackle. Really solid stuff. Jonah Elliss, of course, he has to improve, as all rookies do, their level of strength. But I thought that this is a good showcase. Show you what's there, even if he's not the biggest guy, like the size of Myles Garrett or anything like that. His hands and his arm speed is really what's going to help him beat offensive linemen because of his quickness. They won't be able to keep their hands on him, so to speak. So let's go ahead and move to 27-22. This is a really great sack. One thing that I love about Elliss is that he makes plays when the time is right, when it's the most important. I forget how many categorized stops he had at Utah this past year, but I believe it was a significant amount. That's a stop on 3rd or 4th down to end a drive. Here, you'll see, again, Jonah Elliss lined up against that left tackle. This is 4th down. Oh, yeah, I'll run it all the way through here. And you see he just beats the pass rusher. Or he beats the pass blocker right there rather easily. This will give us a better view of things right here. And again, look at that little stunt. Ran off of that very well, with 20 kind of screening for him. 67 can't even, looks like he's moving like slow motion, right? Can't even get his hands on him, as Elliss shows off his lateral quickness. Feel like to move off of this stunt very, very well. See, plants that right foot, explodes off of it. Yeah, like at this point, that's when 67's kind of realizing, oh, hey, should I go and help? Maybe not. It's already too late. Sorry, getting a call. Anyways, you'll see this center come up here and try and make a stop, but it's already too late. Yeah, man, 67. I guess he didn't even see him in retrospect. Nonetheless, a really great sack to end a drive by Jonah Elliss. Again, theme here, these first two plays is that you can run stunts with him no matter the situation, and it should lead to an impactful play, ideally. All right, let's talk about his motor. Let's go ahead and move forward to 40. My note here was that I thought he showed a good motor. You'll see Jonah Elliss here on the left side going against the left tackle. Let's run this play through. See again, beat off the first block, but continues to work, and be involved in the play. This ends up being a significant play for the Gators, but I like to see that there is no letting off the gas. 58 does a good job of keeping him at bay, but one thing that I love about Elliss is that, if you got your arm on him, he's going to work to get it off. Ends up getting released from 58, but at that point, the guard 76 is there to help pick him up. These are little things, but again, I like to see that he's not tuning out after the first pass rush move, after that shutdown. Now let's get back to another stunt. Again, this is another play where he ends up speeding past the center here. And you'll see Elliss lined up to the left of 58 right there. Nice little stunt. Florida does a good job of getting rid of the ball, or Mertz does, pretty quickly. But we'll watch this again in full motion just so you guys can get the idea of how quick he is coming off of these stunts. It's it's very quick, and it's just a split second, and he's already there at the center. And notice his feet here too, how he set up that move to get to the outside. I'll make notes. So he kind of steps forward with his right a little bit. That gets the center to just slide over a tad so that he can end up taking advantage of this A gap, the space between the center and the right guard. We'll watch that again. Real impressive stuff, if you ask me. We'll run this in slow motion too. How about that? So again, you see how he sets that up. Boom, boom. Helps create space. And that would have been a pressure if that was a longer developing play at the very least. All right, now let's take a look at one last play. It's actually this play. I thought he showed some nice pressure here. Again, you'll see him lined up, going up against 58 there on the Gators. And showed some nice bend right there. He almost gets to the quarterback. But hopefully throughout these two parts of the film review, I've highlighted the various amounts of moves that he has in the pass rush. Cecil Lammey, Andrew Mason, all these NFL draft guys, they talk about the variety of pass rush moves that he has. He's got more in his repertoire than you see with a lot of other college prospects coming into the NFL. And hopefully I've highlighted a handful of them throughout these 10 plays. This is just a good old speed rush. Shows his nice bend, his balance to stay low and get around the corner, and almost gets to that arm. See, look at that bend. And if he holds on to it for another split second, that's a strip sack, in my opinion. We'll go back and look at it again. Come on, you got to snap the ball already, Mertz. So he's got a nice long wingspan that really helps him maintain adequate distance from tackles. You see he's able to kind of swipe that hand away a little bit. Helps with the balance as well. Longer arms can as you're turning the corner like that. But I thought that this was a real nice pressure or hurry. I'm not sure how it would be categorized, but nonetheless, I think a positive play here from Jonah Elliss. So that is part two. I got more Utah footage that I'll take a look at as we get into this month, into July, before training camp, because I mean, what else we got going on till training camp? So y'all let me know what you thought of these specific plays. What do you think about him coming off of these stunts? You football pros, let me know what you think. But I thought that this was a pretty interesting theme, that I saw him being very effective with these types of combinations. So y'all let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you want some more Broncos content coming to you on a pretty much daily basis. And as always, y'all, go Broncos.